Welcome all to the news session of World in 2 Minutes, your doorway to all the news from around the world that you need to know. Here are your top stories. A convoy of 280 Russian trucks headed for eastern Ukraine early Tuesday, one day after agreement was reached on an international humanitarian relief mission. But the International Red Cross, which is due to coordinate the operation, said it had no information on what the trucks were carrying or where they were going. That could raise fears in Ukraine and the West, where leaders have voiced concerns that Russia could use the initiative as a pretext for sending troops into rebel-held territory. Ivory Coast, the economic powerhouse of French-speaking West Africa, on Monday banned air travelers from the three countries worst hit by the Ebola outbreak and ordered its flagship carrier, Air Côte d'Ivoire, to cease flights to and from them. The measures are the latest sign of mounting anxiety about a disease that has killed nearly 1,000 people in one of the world's poorest regions and has been branded an international health emergency by the World Health Organization. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry says the Obama administration is hopeful diplomacy can ease tensions between Ukraine and Russia. Moscow has been insistent on sending humanitarian aid to pro-Russia areas of eastern Ukraine. He did not give details of the meetings, but said he hoped they could not only clear up the aid delivery, but also expedite the investigation into the downing of a Malaysian passenger jet over East Ukraine. The United States and Australia plan to push the United Nations to adopt international standards to deal with growing numbers of foreign fighters in Middle East conflicts. In addition, the threat they could pose when they return to their home countries was considered. Security analysts have put the number of foreign fighters in Iraq and Syria traveling from scores of countries around the world in the thousands. Russia's President Vladimir Putin will meet his top security officials on Wednesday and address members of government and parliament traveling with him on a trip to the Crimean Peninsula a day later. Kyiv and Western governments warned Moscow against any attempt to turn the operation into a military invention by stealth in a region facing a humanitarian crisis after 4 months of warfare. And that's it for this hour's session of World in 2 Minutes. Please check back with us at trtworld.com to address more news and updates to learn about more current developments in the global agenda.